This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Good morning. It's now time for our cooking segment. We're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One in the kitchen with Ashley McCarty from the Missouri Beef Council. And today we are making beef breakfast pizza ole.
Yes. It's a wonderful, quick way to get a power-packed lunch to start the day, or breakfast to start the day. So we have browned ground beef here.
Okay.
Everybody kind of gets the basics of that step. We cook 6 to 10 minutes until brown, or cook to an internal temperature of 160 degrees. We are going to add then to this, we're going to make a basic beef sausage to top our pizza with today, and it's using ground beef instead of ground pork.
Okay.
And so the ingredients are half a cup of salsa verde. That's green salsa.
Okay.
And
just
we will
dump
mix
it in
that
here?
in. Yep.
Okay.
We're going to also
delicious.
add, yes, a teaspoon of garlic powder,
Okay.
a teaspoon of onion powder. I think you could spice this dish up a little using some diced onions as well if
Okay.
you wanted that flavor. That is half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. And if you like it spicy as you do, you could add even more. There's salt. That's a half a tea of salt.
Okay.
And then we are going to mix that all together.
Okay.
We're going to, meanwhile, take a little break over here and help Scott out.
He's not doing his job.
I told you, if I do it, we're going to have scrambled eggs. I'm not good at flipping eggs.
There we go.
It's one of those breakfasts at the Kellum household where I'm like, honey, can you finish this part?
Well,
We're having a problem. There we
There,
go.
look at that. See, beautiful.
Okay.
Ta-da!
and this, if you use 96% lean beef, you wouldn't have to drain this. We used beef that we've raised at home, and so it was a little bit not quite so lean, and so I drained this before adding in the seasonings.
Okay.
Recipe calls just add them right when you brown.
Right.
So that's going to be the base of our beefy breakfast sausage.
Okay.
And really gives it some nice flavor. And then we have rolled out, over here next to Scott, just a refrigerated pizza crust that you can buy in the refrigerated section of the local grocer. It's very basic. You could do this a rectangle or a circle.
Okay.
I find this is a thin crust pizza.
Okay.
So I used a thicker stone so that the pizza crust didn't burn this morning.
Okay.
And pre-baked this for, you have to watch it closely, 3 to 6 minutes perhaps.
Okay.
We're going to now top this with our beefy breakfast sausage. You can spread it evenly across.
Okay.
We have diced 3/4 of a cup of tomato, and we'll layer first beefy breakfast sausage, then tomato, and then half a cup of Mexican cheese. You could use, I've used a low-fat Mexican cheese just to keep a very healthy recipe, but you could use some taco seasoning cheese to add a little flavor as well.
And this is kind of the point where you can add pretty much whatever you would want on your breakfast pizza,
Yes,
right?
that's why I think this is a great starter recipe. I think some pesto underneath
Oh,
that
that
beef
would
would
sound
really make this
Yeah.
and you could add onions, more veggies, you could add mushrooms, peppers, and this is just a great start. One more note, you can make this sausage ahead. You could make it in bulk and freeze for 2 to 3 months and then just reheat
Love it.
in the... Now, the ole part of this breakfast pizza is we're going to make a well in each of these. We're going to make 4 wells in this pizza and add eggs. I have already mostly cooked the eggs to make sure that they get done and the pizza comes out to perfection. And so we're going to top this, and perhaps there's a little cheese to your left, Ella, if you wanted to put a little cheese on the eggs. The eggs will cook a little more because we will put this in the oven at 400. It's a good temperature for 13 to 18 minutes until it's browned, warmed up, and the cheese is melted.
Fantastic.
That looks really good already.
So we're going to go ahead and stick that in the oven, and with the magic of TV, we'll come out with the final
Yes, we
product.
will.
Does that sound good?
I am going to add a little sage,
Ooh.
fresh chopped sage before it goes in, and after it comes out, we will add some green onions.
Okay, perfect. And if you're just joining us, we're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One, and we just made beef breakfast pizza ole, which looks delicious. We have Ashley McCarty from the Missouri Beef Council here this morning. So really quickly, in case our viewers are just tuning in and they didn't get a chance to see what the recipe entails, let's recap everything.
Yes, we started with a beef country sausage, breakfast sausage. So you brown a pound of ground beef, and then the ingredients are fresh sage, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and some crushed red pepper, and brown that. And then we topped our pre-baked, just refrigerated pizza crust this morning. You could spice this up a little by making a homemade crust. We topped it, then put on 3/4 of a cup of diced fresh tomatoes from the garden, and a half a cup or more, a generous serving of Mexican shredded cheese. And we topped that then in the beef wells with some fresh fried eggs to really
And then
power pack that.
we put it in the oven for how long?
We put it in the oven for 13 to 18 minutes. Just watch it closely. We've also topped it with the sage, and we are going to now top it with the green onions.
I can handle that.
About 2 tablespoons.
And
or so
I know you already
to taste.
already mentioned it, but we also, like you said, you pre-baked the pizza
Yes.
pizza dough before you added the ground beef onto it.
You give it a quick 3 to 6 minutes in
Okay.
the oven at
All right.
400
Perfect.
before topping it.
And now we're gonna have Scott cut it into pieces so we
This
can
is for
try
Excel.
this.
There we go.
So, and if you
Yeah,
don't
you're
want
not gonna
egg
have
on your
that stuff.
pizza, because I'm sure somebody might think that's a little odd, you don't have to put the egg on,
Yes.
but we added it on because.
It's a great starter recipe that you could add to your taste.
And what were you saying about the sausage mix, that you can make it beforehand and freeze it?
Yes, you could make several batches of this, and you could freeze for 2 to 3 months, and it would be very easy to reheat in the skillet, just like you would brown it. And so that this would make an easier, more quick breakfast before school or work.
This looks amazing.
That is a hearty portion.
Well,
This
because
is the El Soroka
we
portion.
wanted the egg on it, so. Well, the good news is we have the recipe, and what we'll do is we'll post it on our website at heartlandconnection.com. Just make sure to click on the Good Morning Heartland features tab at the top of the homepage. It'll be up around 10:30 or so this morning. So, are we going to try it?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be nice and.
Dainty.
With that size of hearty portion.
Pinkies up.
I didn't get any egg though. That's really good. That green salsa is
Yes.
delicious.
You could serve with additional salsa verde, which would really give it a
Okay. All right. Well,
Good kick.
fantastic.
That's really good. A great way to start the day.
Well, thank you so much, Ashley. I appreciate it for coming on. Always a pleasure. And again, we will post this on our website at heartlandconnection.com. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm Ella Soroka.
And I'm Scott Kellum.
And this is Ashley McCarty. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Your news will continue tonight with KTVO News at 5.
You can check us out anytime at heartlandconnection.com.
And we hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m. Did you get it?